So I asked y'all what kind of topics you'd like me to cover for a little series of not 30-minute videos, but like 3-minute videos about how you can improve your deck or one way or another, and to give me some topics to cover. For the first one, Mana Base and Curve stuck out to me. Real quick though, special thank you to my patron, DylanCEdh. Thank you very much for your support. You rock. So to start out, let's talk about just the sheer number of lands you should be running. And honestly, that number is up to you. Like, I've heard people say 34 to 37 is like the general guideline of where you want to be, but honestly, I say throw that out the window. And first, think about your strategy before doing anything. For example, my Azusa deck, the average mana curve was 4, and that's exactly where I wanted it to be, because I have big stompy, big scary creatures. I ran 42 lands in that deck. The average mana curve in my Kinnan deck is 2, and I only run 29 lands in that deck, mainly because his strategy isn't around lands, it's more so around mana dorks and rocks, which I run, I believe, 18, anywhere between 18 and 20 in that deck, because they give me more mana than actual lands. Then again, the curve is pretty low. Next up, mana curve. The faster your deck, the lower you're going to want, the less lands you're going to want, but the more dorks you're also going to shoot for. Again, Kinnan, 29 lands, a lot of mana rocks and dorks. And when it comes to whatever colors they produce, again, a rule of thumb is the more colors in your commander, the less basics you want to run. And a good way, in my opinion, to find balance between those colors is through an app called Metalbox. Let me explain. First of all, not sponsored. So this right here basically shows you the amount of mana that's required to cast each spell. Taking my entire deck into consideration, there's 27 white mana required, 12 blue, 20 green, and then 9 multicolored. With this, you can determine a nice little balance of lands that can produce certain colors. For instance, I'm going to run a lot more lands that can produce green and white than I am going to run lands that produce blue. And since I know there's a lot of mana production in there, Sanctum Weaver, Serra Sanctum, and Carpet of Flowers are the first 3 that comes to mind. I can get away with running less lands than the recommended amount. Case in point, 32 is how many I run in this deck. And that still hasn't stopped me from keeping no landers. There's also a lot of cost reduction in there too when it comes to enchantment spells, which is entirely what the deck is. So cost reduction, mana generation, and knowing what colors you're going to have to pay to cast certain spells are the best way to determine your mana base, in my opinion. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you want to see a certain topic covered here, let me know down below. And yeah, y'all have a great day.